Hello, Carrie.
Hey there.
Yes, we are just so excited. So just want to introduce you guys and hand it over to Carrie.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining today. I'm Carrie Anderson, and I'll be taking us through our Carrie Beverage Solutions and Dueling Applications webinar. So it should be a lot of fun. We have two of our specialists on the call today. I'll introduce them in a few minutes, and we'll be having them make different kind of dueling recipes to showcase how our brand Big Train can be utilized in a variety of different applications. So you can see at the top of the screen, DaVinci Gourmet, Island Oasis, Organ Chai, Big Train, Golden Dipped, and Kettle Collection. These are all brands under our Carrie Beverage and Food Solutions. So we're excited to showcase Big Train especially today. So here's our agenda that we'll be going through. We've got 5 minutes of welcome and introductions, a little bit of an overview on the Big Train brand, and then we'll be discussing a couple ways that we can utilize Big Train in an operator format. So boba is the first one. We'll also go over chai as well, and then we'll go over frappes too. And throughout that, we'll have the dueling applications with our friends Briggs and Austin. We'll leave some time for Q&A at the end, and then review some key takeaways. And I'll also be handing it over to Kayla throughout, so we do have a raffle and some raffle questions. So what you should expect out of this webinar, pretty straightforward. We'll be reviewing that Big Train brand I mentioned, so how Big Train can provide profitable solutions to your business. We'll show a profitability calculator after every recipe, so you can really see how you can make the most out of the Big Train products. Learning more about boba, learning more about chai, frappes, and their rise in the US market, and then also different and creative application uses with Big Train. All right, so Briggs, if you don't mind going on camera and introducing yourself, this is our Carrie team.
Hey everybody, how are you? My name is Briggs Carroll, and I am the brand's application innovations and training manager for Carrie. I've been with Carrie for 27 years now. Austin, what do you got?
Everyone, thank you so much for joining in today. We really appreciate it and appreciate the Lollicup team for putting this on for us. My name's Austin Johnson, and I'm the marketing and application specialist here at Carrie for our brands team. I've been with Carrie for just about 2 years now.
And I'm ironically Carrie Anderson, spelled the same way. I'm the brand manager on Big Train and Organ Chai. Awesome. So what is Big Train? So Big Train are simple mixes that can be prepared with only 3 ingredients: water or milk, ice, and then a blender. So Big Train can be made in 3 different ways. It can be made hot, can be made iced, and blended. The best part of Big Train is that you don't require any type of trained barista. So really low labor costs, low food costs, and then a premium price for these frappes that we see on this slide. Big Train is also formulated to deliver a really consistent, delicious beverage every time. And as you'll see on our next slide, we have quite an energetic portfolio. So we've got blended iced coffees. These are kind of the bread and butter of our Big Train portfolio. We'll be going through these today with our frappes. We've got blended creams and dragonfly blended creams. These are a little bit sweeter and more interesting and indulgent. Our dragonfly blended cream line is particularly applicable to boba and bubble tea that we'll be checking out today. We also have a chai tea line, and we'll review a few chai recipes today for our chai tea line. We've got several interesting varieties there, like raspberry chai. We have a decaf chai and a spice chai. And we also have a coca line, a kids cream line. These are bold flavor varieties and colors that are formatted specifically for kids with no caffeine. We do have a lemonade item. And then lastly, we've got better for you within the Big Train portfolio. So higher protein, carb conscious mixes, things like that, that are great to add as well. All right, so diving right into boba tea, I'm going to hand it over to Kayla for our first question in the raffle.
All right, here we go with our first raffle. So, everyone, are you ready? All right, so our first question is, are you currently selling boba tea at your business? So A, yes, our business has multiple boba tea menu items. B, no, we do not currently sell boba. C, yes, but we only offer a limited edition. Or D, I don't know what boba is. So please don't use the group chat to do it. In order for you guys to actually vote, you have to vote within the poll. So be sure to answer it on the pop-up menu that you see. That way, you guys will be able to get into the raffle. So please be sure to start voting. So I will put the vote for maybe like another minute or so, but everyone just go ahead and pick your answer in the polls, and there we go. So yeah, so how you vote is there should be a pop-up, and you should see it. It should pop up and say polls/quizzes. Does everyone see the poll? Has anyone voted yet? Just making sure everything's okay. Oh no. Okay, some people say yes. If the window does not show up, then okay, so some people already voted. Awesome. Please check on your left down bottom screen. So if you don't see the window, then you have to go to more. Thank you, Elga, for sharing. So let us know in the chat if you still haven't seen it. Okay, let's see. Okay. So on a phone, yeah, you might have to go to more if you don't see it. So I'm gonna give it like another minute just to make sure everyone is able to vote. Meanwhile, or after this, we will close the polls. Okay, so I'm going to be closing the polls in 10 seconds, so be sure to vote. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, the polls have been closed. Hopefully, don't worry, we have more polls later. So we see this is the results. So that is our first raffle. We'll have a little bit more, so don't worry if you missed your chance this time. There'll be another time. So Carrie, back to you. I do have a question in the chat saying I am lactose intolerant and heard of launch of Big Train dairy-free mixes, but I can't seem to find them anywhere. Are they discontinued?
Yeah, we had Big Train Dairy Free a few years ago and it was discontinued in 2023. Unfortunately, there wasn't enough interest in the dairy free line. I'm also lactose intolerant, but I take Lactaid to suffer through it.
Yeah, we love our lactose, don't we? Okay, back to you. Thank you so much.
Awesome. So for those who don't know, it looks like about 30 or 40% of respondents don't carry boba today. So just a quick overview on boba. Boba, which is also known as bubble tea, is a milk tea drink that's usually served with tapioca balls or popping boba pearls. Both are distinctly different. The popping boba pearls are usually colorful and burst when consumed, whereas the tapioca pearls, like you see in this photo here, usually have a chewy texture and are dark in color. In order to have the kind of combined drinking and snacking experience, boba or bubble tea is served with a thick straw. So that way you can consume those pearls as well, or those balls through the straw. It has been a longtime fan favorite in Taiwan, but is really exploding in the US in multiple ways. And it has been popping up in the US for the last several years, kind of depending on which city or metro region that you might be in. And 3 out of 5 consumers are interested in trying these new texture experiences. So it's really important that, we add and cater to consumers with different experiences like boba or bubble tea. So some of the top flavors that we're seeing grow across food service in boba are strawberry, pineapple, mango, taro, watermelon, and Thai tea. And like I mentioned, they're seeing significant growth, about 31% menu growth in the last year alone, and almost 73% in the past 4 years. On your right, you can see two examples of boba tea in market. So here's our blended cream dragonfly line for Big Train. You can see we've got 6 different items in the Big Train portfolio that specifically cater to boba tea solutions. So these match really well with those top flavors that you see in food service. We've got mango, taro, Thai tea, coconut, honeydew, and green tea. And of course, these are really interesting alone, but also combined. So today, we'll showcase a couple of recipes that use a few of these dragonfly blended cream mixes and how you can use them in a boba application. All right, so we've got our first drink today, the Strawberry Fields Boba. I'm going to hand it over to Briggs so we can watch him make our Strawberry Fields.
Thank you very much, Carrie. Hey, everybody, welcome. Wanted to just put a shout out to my counterpart. Normally I would do these builds on my own, but the young fella asked if he could kind of do some on his, and he challenged me that he could outperform me today. So we'll see how that goes. So for our first build, we're going to do something very simple. It's a strawberry boba. We did this at the SCA show in Chicago a few weeks ago, and it had phenomenal results. And we've been premiering this at a lot of the coffee shows, so it's been very well received. We're going to start off very easy with water, just to show you the simplicity of our products. And the first thing you'll notice when you open up the bag of this strawberry is just the flavor smell. It's just a wonderful bouquet of strawberry coming through. So we're going to go ahead and take 8 ounces of water. And then just a 1/3 cup scoop of our Big Train. And then we could just stir this. If we stir it, you want to use kind of warmer water. It'll kind of dissolve. For my money, I like to go ahead and put a little effort into it. I want the customers to kind of see us working for them. So hard that I blew the bottom off of my shaker cup. But we're going to go ahead and shake this for about 15 to 20 seconds, get a good shake on it. I think that should suffice. And then just pour this over ice. You can put your boba pearls, a few on the bottom. I prefer to just kind of, on this drink, put them on the top. So look at the beautiful, vibrant pink color we're getting out of that. And then I'm just going to take 2 to 3 tablespoons of our strawberry boba pearls, and these ones are the T-zone that can be bought from Lollicup. And then, like Carrie said earlier, we use our boba straws. So that's my first build. I'm interested to see what my young apprentice Austin does. So Carrie, can you go ahead and please give me the profitability on this drink?
Of course. So for our Strawberry Fields Boba, we've got $121 for our ingredients costs. With a sale price of $6, that's a profit of $4.79 per drink. So looking real good here for our first drink at $4.79 profitability. All right, I'm going to drop it over to Austin so we can demonstrate our Orange Cream Dream Boba.
Thank you, Carrie, and thanks, Briggs. That was a pretty good looking drink. I do remember the feedback that we got from SCA on that drink. It was just above and beyond. So what I wanted to do is showcase Big Train and how you can take 2 different flavors, 2 different SKUs, and combine them. So what I was going to do is I'm going to create an Orange Cream Dream Boba, and that's going to be with the vanilla bean and also the orange cream. So this is a really trending flavor right now. Wendy's actually just launched a similar menu item for their summer menu. So I kind of wanted to replicate that and show how we can create that with the Big Train line. So first, I'm going to take 8 ounces of oat milk. So instead of using water, I'm going to use oat milk to give it a little bit more of a flavor profile. So go ahead and throw that into my shaker cup here. And then with using 2 different flavors, I'm going to cut down on the 1/3 cup and go with a 1/4 cup. So I'm going to do a 1/4 cup of the vanilla bean, and then also a 1/4 cup of the orange cream here. And then give that a shake. And again, like what Briggs mentioned, about 15-20 seconds. You really want everything dissolved and mixed throughout. So I'm going to take that. I'm going to add some ice to our cup. And I'm going to even take some of the T-Zone orange popping pearls and throw that into the cup here. A couple tablespoons. And then pour that into our glass. Get a really vibrant orange color. So why not keep with the trend? Throw an orange straw in there, and you have the Orange Cream Dream Boba right there. So pretty good looking drink, aroma of orange and vanilla. It's a classic take on the orange creamsicle, if you will. Carrie, do you mind going over the profitability for that one, please?
Of course. So for our Orange Cream Dream Boba, we've got a cost of $2.17. That includes everything you see here, including the oat milk as well. And then we have a sales price of $6.50. And of course, our sales price could be a little bit higher here because of something like that oat milk, so the alternative milk. And our profitability here is 4.33 per drink. So this is a good one. All right, back to Briggs for, oh, sorry, Kayla.
Yeah, no, then we have a question in the chat saying, I've seen Big Train Cho cream powder offered in Korea. I haven't seen it here in the US. Any plans to make it available in the US?
That's a good question. I haven't heard of that one. We do talk to the team, the international Big Train team, every once in a while. Right now, we're actually thinking about some SKUs that are in the Mexico portfolio and how we might be able to incorporate those into the US. But we haven't really worked with many of the SKUs in the Asia market. So that's an interesting suggestion, and I'll definitely keep that in mind. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so now we're going to look at the strawberry banana split boba. Back to Briggs.
Thank you, Carrie. Well done, Austin. Looks like you've grown in your position. Looks like you're starting to catch how to build a drink. So let's kind of up our game a tad bit, if you will, here. So this next drink I'm going to build is a strawberry banana split boba. So we're going to go ahead and use the strawberry banana Big Train. We've got the T-Zone chocolate popping pearls here. We're going to go ahead and swirl our glass with our DaVinci chocolate sauce. So this is where I'm going to kind of show Austin that the old man still has some skills about me. So we're going to take our glass, rim it with chocolate, fill the glass with ice. And then I'm going to go ahead and use whole milk on this drink. So we'll go ahead and use 8 ounces of a whole milk. And again, I'm going to put this in a shaker cup. We could just put it in a regular cup and then stir it, but I like to put a little activity in here. So we're going to take that 1/3 cup, heaping cups of the Big Train strawberry banana, put it in our shaker cup. And then again, as Austin and I have been continuing to say, 15 to 20 minutes, we really want to dissolve this. It's good in water. I find in whole milk that we're kind of getting the taste profile I prefer a little bit. We'll use some other waters throughout the builds here. So then we're just going to take this. We're going to add our chocolate boba pearls to this drink. And then we're just going to fill this. And again, we got another rich strawberry banana look. The smell of this drink is unbelievable. And we have a nice chocolate swirl to accent. And as that chocolate kind of melts, it's going to give you that preferred banana split taste. So see if you can beat this one, Austin. Carrie, go ahead and give me the profitability on this drink if you could.
Of course. So our profitability here is actually the best yet. We've got our ingredients coming in at only 165. Our sale price for 650. And especially with that nice chocolate swirl, I can imagine you can knock that up a little bit. So our profitability here on this drink is 485. All right, I'm going to take it back to Austin for, I think, our last boba, the Tropical Paradise boba.
Thanks, Gary, and thank you, Briggs. Looks like you took another classic drink and showed how we can create a boba. So I just want to applaud you for that. But again, I think using two different flavors really show, a little bit more of an advancement on a drink. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take our mango and coconut and create a tropical paradise boba. So when I think of summer, even here in the state of Wisconsin, I'm thinking the beach, I'm thinking the sun, I'm thinking those tropical flavors, those tropical drinks. So what I'm going to do is, instead of using milk or oat milk or water, I actually am going to use pineapple juice. I cut it with water. So I did 4 ounces of pineapple juice, 4 ounces of water, and that's going to give it a really nice tropical base. So we're going to go ahead and throw that into our shaker cup here. And then again, going to continue with that 1/4 cup measurement for the coconut and the mango. So go ahead and throw that into our cup. Give that a nice shake. And for the boba pearls on this one, I'm using, you can see, sorry, that's in the way there, but I'm using the T-Zone passion fruit boba for the popping pearls. So another tropical flavor where it can really help it enhance this drink here. Should be nice and mixed. So this time I'm going to add in the boba pearls first. Let's go ahead and throw that in the bottom of the cup here. Then I'm going to take a couple scoops of ice. And then pour our beautiful tropical boba on top. But I'm not going to fill it up all the way. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take it one step further. And I'm sure most of you know, but cold foam is everywhere, and it's continuing to rise on menus all across the United States here. So I actually went and pre-batched some banana cold foam. So another tropical drink, or another tropical flavor there. So I'm going to take that and just fill that right on top of there. And add another unique little flavor enhancer right on the top of that. And then throw in our straw. And there you have a tropical boba with passion fruit popping pearls, the coconut, the mango, and then a banana cold foam on top. I'm going to give that a little try there. Absolutely love that drink. It's such a great drink for summertime. Carrie, do you mind going over the profitability for this drink?
Yeah, no problem. All right, so for this drink, we've got 210 in ingredients. Of course, we've got these kind of fancy T-Zone passion fruit boba pearls in there. But with all of these nice ingredients, we can rack up the sales price to $750. So our profitability on this drink is actually $540, which I think is definitely the highest out of everything we've seen in our boba recipes today. So great job with that one, Austin. I'm going to hand it over to Kayla for another of our questions, raffle questions.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So what we're going to do is we're going to be answering this question, and then right after, I'm going to go ahead and get into the raffle. So let's answer this question first. It's going to be, what are your top selling flavors for coffee beverages? Coffee beverages. Caramel, vanilla, mocha/chocolate, or seasonal flavor. Go ahead and put into the poll, what is your answer? Again, please don't use the group chat to answer the question, but use the pop-up. And if you don't have a pop-up, go to more on your phone, and you should be seeing the poll question from there. So again, please use the pop-up in order for you to be able to be in the raffle. So yeah, please go ahead and let us know. Just wanted to confirm, can everyone see the pop-up? Or if not, can everyone access the poll question? That please put into the chat. Oh, and if anyone can answer from the Carrie team, how many ounces are these recipes for? Okay, so you guys have it. Okay, perfect. In that case, I think they're also chatting in the Q&A. Okay. So
These are 16 ounces, Kayla.
I'm sorry?
These are 16-ounce drinks we're making today.
16 ounces. Okay, that answers your question. So I will put 16 on there, and there you go. Perfect. So I'm gonna, oh, is that without the ice, Briggs? Or with the ice?
So that's with ice. That's taken into account with the ice.
Okay, awesome. Great questions. Please don't stop the questions. Either you guys can put it in the Q&A or you can put it in the webinar chat. Either way, we will get to your questions. All right, I'm going to be closing the polls in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Thank you for that. Carrie, can you please unshare your screen? We're going to be doing the raffle right now, which is very exciting. Ah! All right, here we go. Let's see who got the first raffle. And maybe Carrie, after this, you can tell them what they won. Or unless you want to put it at the end, it's up to you. But here we go.
I think we might save that one for the end.
Okay, we will tell you what you want at the very end. So stay till the end. So we have number 19. So let's see who got that. 19. Someone's also going to be putting the winner into the B Myers. Number 19. B Myers. Barb Myers is the email. So congratulations, B Myers or Barb Myers. You have won a raffle. So that means you're gonna be getting a gift from Carrie. So we will be reaching out to you and getting your information, and we'll be sending you a prize. So back to you guys.
Great. Thank you so much, Kayla. Yeah, so we'll be talking about what the prizes are at the end of our webinar. So stay on the edge of your seat today. But we're going to move on from boba. We're talking a little bit about our iced and cold drinks and how they are leading the way. So for coffee and cold coffee, about 75% of Starbucks drinks are served cold today. This is pretty significant. I'm sure you all are familiar if you're operating any type of cafe or restaurant establishment that cold drinks are generally ordered, especially in the spring and summer, more often than not. About 80% of consumers actually prefer flavored coffee beverages. So flavored cold beverages are really where it's at the moment. Caramel, vanilla, and mocha are still top flavors. They've been top flavors for forever now, and they're not really going anywhere. Although, as you can see, we have some other ones creeping up. Brown sugar is an interesting one that keeps popping up, honey and roasted almonds. So some of these fairly natural flavors that we're noticing. And seasonality is a real strong driver of flavor preferences. So as we look at the upcoming seasons, especially in cold, we kind of look to lavender. This is really one of those highlighted seasonal flavors. And then vanilla. Vanilla, ironically, is a springtime flavor for pretty much every different type of coffee. And then when we look towards the fall and winter, things like peppermint mocha, cinnamon, and pumpkin spice pop up. All right, so frappes are really another form of an iced or cold beverage that often falls into the coffee category. So frappes are an iced beverage that's either been shaken, blended, or beaten to produce a nice, tasty, foamy, and refreshing drink. Frappes are really great to have on menus as consumers are looking for indulgent beverages. They originated with Starbucks several years ago, but they're still very relevant, especially amongst those younger Gen Z consumers who are looking for that kind of texturized, indulgent, Instagrammable eating and drinking occasion. And about 50% of consumers consider themselves to love frappes, so would purchase those very regularly. The top flavors we see in frappes are mocha, chocolate, vanilla, caramel, and coffee. And you can see here on the right, these are some really current menu examples of frappes in market. So a Cold Stone indulgent fudge truffle frappe, the Starbucks creme brulee, and mocha cookie crumble. So we're going to get back into that kind of competitive spirit for our frappe making today with Austin on our vanilla bean frappe.
Yeah, thanks, Carrie. So I'm going to start it off with, a frappe classic here with the vanilla bean. So I'm going back to the vanilla bean Big Train. And what I'm going to do is just make a classic, very quick and fast and easy vanilla bean frappe that can be, served to your customer, under a minute. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 8 ounces of whole milk for this one. The whole milk really helps, bring out the great flavors of the vanilla bean. So I'm going to throw that into our blender cup here. I'm going to take a couple scoops of ice. You want about 8 ounces or so of ice. And then it's important to add the powder in last when you're doing these blended Big Train drinks. So I'm going to take about 1/3 of a cup and throw that into here. And then off to the blender. So I apologize for the loud noise of the blender machine. But it's going to take about 20 to 25 seconds roughly. I'll get my cup ready. All right, and then go ahead and pour that into our cup. And throw in a straw. And then you have a vanilla bean frappe. That took about a minute or so. Carrie, do you mind going over the profitability and showcasing how fast and easy and profitable this drink is?
Of course. Thanks, Austin, for demonstrating that. So for our vanilla bean frappe, our costs come in only at $110. Our sales price is $450, and our profit per drink is $340. We can actually get even a lower cost if we were to make it with water, which is possible, although we do recommend milk for a nice creamy texture. All right, so back over to Briggs, who's going to try the iced vanilla latte with the Hawaiian salted caramel cold foam. We're really excited about cold foam, so take it away.
Thank you, Carrie. Wow, Austin, you've grown before my very eyes. Your drinks are incredible so far, but not to match me. So right now, what am I going to do? I'm going to do an iced vanilla latte with Hawaiian salted cold foam, caramel cold foam to be exact. So I've gone ahead and put it into my whipping blender cup. This is a specific blender cup that it makes cold foam. You can do it 2 ways, really. You can do it with whipping cream, and I'll do one later utilizing heavy whipping cream, right, with a hand frother, or with in our situation here is a Hamilton Beach Eclipse, and this is a specific blender cup that is geared specifically for cold foam. And I'd like to think here at Carrie, we lead the way at cold foam. And the beauty about cold foam is that you can customize it to whatever flavor you want, as I've done here with our salted caramel. I'm also going to use coconut milk on this to give it a little bit more of an exotic Hawaiian style taste. So 8 ounces of our coconut milk. And then I too am going to go ahead and use some Big Train vanilla. So I'll do a 1/3 cup of Big Train vanilla. Actually a little more in there. And again, I could stir this if I want, but for my money, I like to make sure that the customer sees me working for them. So I'll get all nutty here. So there we go. And then we're going to go ahead and take our vanilla latte. We're going to pour that over our ice. And again, 16 ounces we've used. So this is about 8 ounces of liquid and the rest being ice. We're going to put that right to right to there. And then I'm going to go ahead and add my salted caramel cold foam Put that on top. And there we have another beautiful Big Train drink. I'll go ahead and put my straw in. And there we have another beautiful Big Train profitable drink. Go ahead and explain our profitability if you would, Carrie.
Of course. So for this iced vanilla latte with Hawaiian salted caramel cold foam, our costs come in at $168. We can sell this one for about $6. So we expect a profitability of $432.
Carrie, I have a question in the group chat, which is profitability including cup and straw sealing?
That's a great question. Austin helped us put together our profitability calculators. Austin, I don't think it does include cup and straw, does it?
No, we're just going based on the ingredients listed in the in each drink.
Okay, that's thank you. The other question is on the Q&A board, which is how many drinks, 8 ounces, can one bag make after registering as a wholesale buyer, assuming that's what the next steps are with Big Train? What are the lead times from purchasing to delivery of a product? So that's a few questions.
Yeah, so we can follow up with the answers for how many drinks each bag can make, depending on whether you're doing the 8 or a 16 ounce. 16 ounces is typically what we look at. And then the question, I think, about lead time, it really depends on the distributor with who you're ordering from.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
it shouldn't be that it shouldn't be that long. I'm sorry, Briggs. Go ahead.
No, this is Austin. So we're using about a third of a cup for these 16-ounce drinks. If you're using just a single Big Train item, so there's about 25 servings per bag using a third of a cup. So you get about 25 drinks, 16-ounce drinks using that third cup.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thanks, Austin. I'm actually going to hand it back to you for the matcha green tea with lavender cold foam. This is a very visually stunning drink, I think.
Yeah, and I just noticed a question pop up too about the cold foam. So you take about 1.5 ounces of skim milk. It's got to be 0% fat. And we're using these agitating blender cups, you can see. And you're taking about 1.5 ounces of skim milk, and then we're doing about 3 pumps of the syrup of your choice. We're using obviously our DaVinci line to make the cold foam. You can actually also use heavy whipping cream. You can put it in a small cup and then add in your flavor, and then using a hand frother. It takes about 20 to 30 seconds roughly to just sit there and hand mix it with a hand frother. So either way works. It's to your preference. If you can get your hands on these agitating blender cups, makes life pretty awesome. But it's up to you, really. So with that said, I'm going to stray away from the coffee and the frappes, and I'm going to turn to the Dragonfly green tea line. So, those who visit Starbucks, sometimes, you'll see that they have a similar drink on their menu right now, their matcha green tea with lavender cold foam. So I wanted to showcase how we can take a Big Train item and make a similar drink with that. And it's a great floral, aroma with the lavender. So ties really well into spring and summer. So with that, we're going to do 8 ounces of oat milk for this one. The oat milk really, really seems to pair well with the matcha tea. So we're going to throw 8 ounces of that into our shaker cup. And then we're going to do a third cup of the green tea. Big Train, throw that into our shaker cup here. And I got my glass of ice ready to go. So give that a shake. And again, Briggs mentioned it, but these can obviously be stirred, or shaken, really up to you. Think with the shaken, it gives a little bit more of a mixed consistency. And also Briggs mentioned it looks good to the operators, you're working. So we're going to go ahead and throw that into our cup here. And I'll raise it up so you can see it, but it's a very vibrant green color. Wonderful aroma of the the matcha tea, and then I pre-made the lavender cold foam. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that right on top of there. And the color contrast on this drink is just absolutely beautiful. People see you pour these drinks and they're going to want to order one of those. You can see the green and then the purple lavender right on the top there. And I even threw in a green straw to match it. So, Carrie, do you mind going over the profitability of this drink, please?
Of course. So for our matcha green tea with lavender cold foam, this looks like a perfect, colorful springtime drink. We've got $171 for our costs here, $6 though for our sale price, and then $4.29 for our profitability per drink. All right, I'm going to hand it back over to Briggs, I think, for our last of the frappes today.
All righty. Thank you, Carrie. I'm going to go ahead and make a frozen drink. And then I'm in awe of my young apprentice, Austin. His skill set has gotten increasingly better throughout this webinar. So good on you, Austin, but still not as good as what I think I can do here. So this is a little bit more of a complicated build for us. So we've got the Mexican Mocha Frappe, and this is going to go ahead and use our Big Train frozen hot chocolate. It's going to utilize our Big Train Mocha. We're going to also have a little bit of a cinnamon to it, DaVinci cinnamon syrup. And then we're going to use a espresso with this, top it with some whipped cream, and then even add a shortbread cookie. So without any further ado, let me get right started. So I'm going to add my cold brew directly to the blender cup. So let's say 5 ounces of the cold brew. And then we'll go ahead and do 1/4 scoop of our Big Train. With help of my head, my scoop. Pivot. So we'll use 1/4 cup of our Big Train Mocha, 1/4 cup of our Big Train hot chocolate, and then we'll go ahead and put our ice in our blender cup. Rushing along here. Put our top on, and we'll go ahead and close our sound shield. While that's going on, I'm going to go ahead and rim my glass with a caramel sauce, a DaVinci caramel sauce, into some shortbread cookies. Give us a nice rim on that glass. And then from there, we'll take our frozen mocha hot chocolate, pour it in. Nice, rich, deep, chocolatey look to it. And the smell is unbelievably chocolatey, hot chocolatey at that. Now I'm going to go ahead and add some just regular whipping cream. I could make cold foam on this one also, but I'll just go ahead and use whipping cream. I'm going to add a shortbread cookie on the side, and then just a little bit of a cinnamon drizzle on top. And that's going to be that first taste you taste when you come in. So there you go. That's a beautifully, you see a lot of products went into it, but you see the ease of use in which we made it very quickly and very profitably. But look at the beautiful drink. You see operators, customers walking out with that, more to follow. So Carrie, can you please go over the profitability of that drink? Thank you.
Of course. So our Mexican Mocha Frappe comes in at $2.26 for the cost. There's a lot in here, including the graham cracker rim. Our sales price of $8. And of course, it's because it's such a beautiful looking drink. So our profitability here is $5.74, which is definitely quite high. Okay, so moving on, we're going to talk about chai. As the brand manager of Oregon Chai and Big Train, chai is something I really like to talk about. So chai is a menu staple. It originates from India. It's a blend of black tea, spices, and herbs. And today, chai is most often seen in the form of a latte, so with milk or an alternative to milk, and then sweetened with sugar or honey. Chai is the #2 fastest growing hot beverage behind Americano, although we do see chai tea lattes cold as well. And we're going to see a couple today, cold and blended. Chai's in the 92 percentile for future growth potential. So it's really, really growing in the next 4 years. And dirty chai, which we'll also play with today, is kind of a newer thing within chai. So it's pretty much just a chai tea latte with a shot of espresso or a certain amount of cold brew coffee added to it. So a stronger, more caffeinated chai. There is a little bit of caffeine in chai already because of the black tea, but it's not very significant. As we look on the right-hand side, these are all of our flavor varieties for Big Train for our chais. So we've got spiced, which comes in at our #1 most frequently ordered, of chocolate, raspberry, pumpkin pie, a no sugar added vanilla, and then we do have a decaf, which is a little bit nominal considering there's not too much caffeine in chai, but that's great for kids, for example. All right, so I'm going to hand it back over to Kayla. I think this is our final raffle question.
Yes, indeed. All right, so let's answer the last question. So be sure to participate in the pop-up that you see. So here we go. What would you like to see on our next Lollicup webinar? Seasonal trending drinks, more of Carrie brands altogether, creative uses of DaVinci Gourmet, or Oregon chai recipe and uses. All right. Wow, so many people are answering the question. Perfect. I'm going to give a little bit more time. I think this is going to be our last raffle. So everyone, please be sure to participate and let us know what you like to see on our next Lollicup Store webinar. Okay, maybe give it another, maybe like 12 seconds. Okay. If not, I'm gonna start closing it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's close that poll. All right, so now, Carrie, can you please unshare your screen? I'm gonna go to the previous raffle. Okay, let's see who got it for this time. Yeah. Okay, who will it be? All right, here we go. This one. 15. All right, let's see who 15 is. And we will also put it into the chat. Oh, Pam Brown. Pam Brown. Congratulations, Pam. So again, we are going to be reaching out to you in the email that you registered with this webinar, and you'll be getting a prize. So congratulations. And at the end, we're going to be going over the last prize winner. So stay tuned, and back to you, Carrie.
Thanks, Kayla. All right, so back to chai. We're going to do a final round of our kind of dueling applications, starting with Briggs and our raspberry chai.
Thank you, Carrie. And again, the first thing you'll notice when you open the bag of raspberry chai, which is going to be my build, is just the unbelievable flavor profile of the chai and the raspberry. So it's a really raspberry bouquet of chai. It's unbelievable. So that's my favorite thing about opening up a bag of Big Train, is just the effervescent smell that comes out of it. So for this next build, very simple in terms of chai. I'm going to go ahead and use whole milk. So we're going to do 8 ounces of whole milk in our mixing cup. And then again, just a 3/4 cup of Big Train, or I'm sorry, 1/3 cup into our, and we're just going to go ahead and mix it very well. Good enough for there. And again, the smell is just permeating, a beautiful smell to this drink. There we got our raspberry. We're going to go ahead and add our straw. And easy enough, we have a seasonally perfect raspberry chai. So Carrie, get us the profitability on this if you could, please.
Sure. So for our straightforward raspberry chai, we've got a pretty low cost at $112 here. Of course, similar to that vanilla bean frappe, we could technically do it without milk and with water, although we recommend doing it with milk for a nice creamy chai. Our sales price is $4.50 here, and our profit per drink is $3.38. Okay, Austin, if you don't mind taking us through the dirty vanilla chai.
Yeah, thanks, Carrie. Briggs, I must say that Mexican mocha frappe was an absolutely beautiful drink. I kind of expected more from you on your chai drink, but with that said, I'm going to go into a dirty vanilla chai. So Carrie kind of mentioned what a dirty chai is and their continuous rise on menus that have chai. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Big Train vanilla chai and mix it with Big Train espresso. So here's an example of the Big Train vanilla chai. Now, if you're looking to buy it off Lollicup and you're like, where's the can? This is just another example of how it comes. They do also come in the bags, and that will be on the Lollicup store. So with that, I'm going to use 8 ounces of oat milk for this. I personally really like the taste of oat milk with the chai. I think it doesn't mask the overall, cinnamon taste of the chai. You get really nice notes of the vanilla with this one. So with that, I'm going to throw in 8 ounces of the oat milk into my shaker cup here. And then continuing that trend of using a 1/4 cup of each, the vanilla chai and the espresso to give it a nice little caffeine kick. Give that a good shake. You can just smell the vanilla chai already. The aroma is so beautiful. You get the cinnamon, the cardamom, the clove, and then just followed by the lovely smell of espresso. I know most of you that have a coffee shop, you've got to love that smell of espresso, especially in the morning. So go ahead and throw that into our cup here. Get a beautiful, rich coffee color. And then that is a take on a dirty chai with our Big Train vanilla chai and espresso. Carrie, do you mind going over the profitability for that drink, please?
Sure. So our dirty vanilla chai is $1.90 at the cost there, $5 sale price, and $3.10 profitability for this drink. All right, almost wrapping it up here with our chai s'mores beverage. Briggs?
Thank you, Carrie. The young fella coming out swinging, saying my first chai was not too difficult. I'm going to up the ante on him here. So this is what we call a chai s'mores. This is going to utilize our Big Train chocolate chai, our Big Train vanilla chai. I'm also going to do some graham cracker rim on this drink, utilizing our DVG DaVinci Gourmet caramel sauce. I'm going to make a cold foam, and I'm going to utilize heavy whipping cream and do this with a manual frother. And I'm going to use our marshmallow, DaVinci Gourmet marshmallow. And let's go ahead and do the blend on the drink first. So we're going to add 8 ounces of whole milk to our blender cup. And then we're going to do 3/4 of a cup of our chocolate. We'll go ahead and do 3/4 of a cup of our vanilla. We'll add our ice to our blender cup. Blend this up in our Sound Shield Vitamix blender. And then while that's happening, I'm going to go ahead and do a graham cracker rim on our glass. Let's even go ahead and throw a chocolate swirl in, if you will. That's a caramel. We'll do a caramel swirl. And let's do a chocolate swirl on top of that. Where's my chocolate? And from here, we're going to go ahead and add our frozen Big Train chocolate chai or Big Train vanilla chai. And then let's go ahead and make that cold foam like I said. So we're going to go ahead and take our heavy whipping cream. We're going to add 3/4 of an ounce of our marshmallow, DaVinci Gourmet marshmallow, 3 pumps on that. I'm going to take my handy dandy hand frother here. And this is another, this just kind of shows that you're working for your customer. And any flavor can be done this easily. If you're not doing cold foam, I highly recommend that you do cold foam. It's pretty much as easy as it is. Add that marshmallow cold foam to the drink. Let's go a step further, add some fresh marshmallows to that. And then there you have it. Let's add our wonderful Lollicup straw. And there you have it. So look how easy we made all these beautiful drinks. So thank you very much. Carrie, what is our profitability on our last drink?
All right, so for our chai s'mores drink, we've got $2.15 for the cost. Of course, that includes this beautiful garnish here, and $8 as the sales price, because what a gorgeous drink. And our profitability here is $5.85. I think that may be the highest. So congratulations, Briggs and Austin. Thanks so much for taking us through all of these recipes today. I know they were really helpful for everyone on the webinar. I just want to have Briggs and Austin both showcase all of the drinks real quickly that they made. So if you guys don't mind sharing your screens so we can check them out. Look at that. Awesome. And of course, I think Kayla mentioned in the chat that you'll be receiving this webinar afterwards, so you can have all of these recipes sent to your email through the slide deck.
Yes. Someone just asked 1/3 cup, right? Not 1/4 cup or 3/4 of a cup.
Yeah, it's 3/4 of a cup when utilizing multiple products. I might have misspoke. If I did, I apologize.
Great. So I hope everyone enjoyed the webinar today. Some key takeaways from our webinar. So Big Train is a great, easy, and profitable solution for your business. Endless applications with more than 35 plus SKUs in our Big Train portfolio. And then we can help you create drink magic. So Briggs and Austin are here to help you. If you want to create something that's just as beautiful as what we saw showcased today, then please reach out to us. As a thank you for joining the webinar today, we'll offer everyone a free sample of Big Train Taro. And for those who did win today, you will be receiving several different bags of Big Train used in our recipes today. So that way you can start trying to play around with those chai, boba, and frappe recipes that you saw today. So look forward to that. And we'll be in touch with Kayla to get your information. All right, Kayla, I'm going to hand it back to you.
Yes, super thank you to the entire Carrie team, as well as all of you for joining us. So like she said, all of you guys are going to be a winner, and we're going to be sending you guys a free bag of taro. On top of that, from the Lollicup store for joining our webinar, we are also going to be giving you 20% off the Carrie products that you've seen here today. If you guys fill out the survey and give us your address, we will send you a free bag of taro Big Train. So that is super exciting. So be sure to fill out the survey. In the survey, there's also going to be a 20% coupon code for you to buy whatever you like from Carrie at a Lollicup store. Oh, Carrie, can you stop sharing really quick? I'm just going to, yes. Thank you so much. So yes, remember, please fill out the survey right after this webinar, and you'll be getting a free bag of the taro, as well as getting a 20% coupon from us to buy the Carrie products that you saw today. So thank you guys so much for joining. And thank you, Carrie, for a great webinar. I think we all enjoyed it a lot. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh wait, no,
Thank you,
sorry.
everyone. Thank you.
I have one more raffle. I totally forgot. Here we go. We have one more raffle. I am so sorry. So don't leave yet if you have. Okay. So here we go. The last raffle. Thank you, my team member that reminded me. Okay, here we go. The survey is going to pop up right after the webinar, so please fill that out. And the winner is 38. Congratulations. Let's see who that is. I believe it is Gardenilla Canal. Gardenia. I'm so sorry if I butchered your name. Gardenia, congratulations. We are going to reach out to you to get your raffle. And thank you everyone else. You are all a winner and please enjoy your tarot product. Thank you so much. Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Appreciate it.